What's up, guys? Corporal 24 here. Axis&Allies Anniversary using the global 1940 setup. This is what the board looks like after 4 rounds in the books. Again, this is not the updated Young Grasshopper setup. Just want to be clear on that. Yeah, 4 rounds. It's been really fun so far, guys. I'll give you the recap on what's going down here. Let's start off with the Wedemark. The Germans. They pushed most of their forces into Ukraine, and you can see Italy came in to back them up. They have equipment in East Poland, Leningrad, kind of pushing Russia back. Moscow is definitely going to be a tough one to crack, as you can see. The Ruskies definitely have numbers, and they have reinforcements also coming from Siberia. Looks like those men are going to hang tight in Stanchkov just to keep Japan honest. I'm not pushing too deep into China. So the Germans are looking pretty strong. They're in their, I want to say they made in the 50s last turn, as I recall. The Luftwaffe went to Germany, and just kind of watching out for the Allies as they get closer to these territories off the coast of Norway, northwestern Europe, France, and even Morocco. Okay, and like I said, the Ruskies are just holding in Moscow right now with a huge army. Obviously, the Axis don't want to come in with all their forces in eastern Ukraine, or that could get ugly for the Axis. Like we could be looking at a Kursk. Huge victory for the Russians if the Axis make a mistake of moving everything into eastern Ukraine, Belarus. So it looks like a cat and mouse game until more reinforcements come for the Axis nations. Japan kind of just put their main fleet off the Philippines. They brought some more equipment in their China. As you know, they have that factory. They went strong into Burma, and now it looks like they're going to stay there for good. Really threatening India. So there's a good chance Japan will attack India this upcoming turn. And they built a factory in Manchuria to try to keep the Chinese from advancing too far. Now that Russia has come to help China, China is going on the little offense, as you can see. So Japan was forced to pull back. Hopefully that factory will help Japan in the upcoming turns. United Kingdom, well, with this huge armada off the Philippine Islands, now threatening Australia. England put a destroyer here as a blocker, hoping to buy at least one more round for Australia. The cruiser just went up to Iwo Jima, hanging out with the main American fleet. India just consolidating and playing defense. The Allies went on the offense here in Libya and kind of pinning the Italians in Algeria. They even moved the A gun, so if Italy tries to attack, maybe the A gun could shoot some Italian planes. Transports coming up from the Pacific, and this one was coming from South Africa with American troops. British Navy still off Canada. Looks like they're going to make a move this upcoming round. American Navy went up there. They definitely had some good land forces, and they got to land somewhere. Italy, just like I said, they retreated for good into Algeria. They don't have the numbers to attack Libya. They can try to attack, but they're probably going to lose all their forces. They have 2 bombers, which is nice, and they were able to put them to use. One helped out in the battle in Belarus, and the other one bombed Moscow. As for the United States, America continues its bombing campaign in Rome. As you can see, there's damage there. The fleet went up, I guess you could say, north of Canada, or East Canada, whatever you want to call it. Ottawa, Toronto. They're just hanging out there. Built a destroyer here. And they moved and they took some islands. They took Okinawa and they took Iyo. They put blockers, one destroyer there to transport, another destroyer here. The reason they put blockers is so UK can get its Endo in the Pacific. They built some subs, another fighter coming off the line this upcoming turn. This turn they just finished actually. So America is making about 49 as I recall. China, with the help of Russia, and they took some territories back. So that's a problem that Japan's going to have to deal with. So having a good time. It's been 4 rounds in the books. Like I said, I feel like the Western Allies are going to have to move somewhere because the Axis here are getting pretty strong. Germany, when they unite those tanks with these tanks, that's going to put them at, let's see, 10, 11, 12. So that put them at 17 tanks. Granted, the Allies, or the Russians, have a lot of men here, but still, that's a lot of tanks, 17 tanks, plus support, ground support from the artillery, infantry, plus the Italian infantry and artillery also. So, Western Allies, got to do something here, guys. All right. Axis-Allies, again, 1940 Global Anniversary. This is not the updated setup. And 4 rounds in the books, 5 rounds starting soon. 5th round coming up soon. Deuces.